About this fight analysis, it composed of two parts. First part is the background information, including venue, fighter details, sports books, plus some paparazzi. Second part is the highlight of individual round. When this video is posted, YouTube chapter functions will be available. Viewer is able to skip to specific topic.
UFC Fight Night, Ankalaev vs Guskov, also known as UFC Fight Night 282, is a mixed martial arts event produced by the Ultimate Fighting Championship that is scheduled to take place on July 25, 2026 at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. There is total 5 matches in the main card. There is total 7 matches in the preliminary card.
Saygid Izagakhmaev wore white trunk and blue gloves. Abubakar Vagaev wore black trunk and red gloves. One of his coach is Khamzat. Referee is Mike Beltran. Tale of the tape. Statistics of both fighters are similar. Both Saygid Izagakhmaev and Abubakar Vagaev are from Russia. Fight odds of various sportsbooks favor Abubakar Vagaev. Vagaev ducked the punch and get Saygid to the mat right away. Vagaev pushed Saygid to the fence. Vagaev focused in controlling the rival and climb upstairs. Saygid used the fence and stand up. Vagaev take down Saygid again in the middle of round 1. Saygid used closed guard. Vagaev land few ground and pound. Saygid tried to heel hook Vagaev but fail. There is not much significant strike among both fighters. Saygid used low kick more and attacked Vagaev's lead leg. Vagaev used more punch and jab when round 2 starts. Saygid got the first takedown in round 2. Vagaev stand up without much struggle. Vagaev land a heavy body shot. It may hurt Saygid and he used Philly shell for defense. Vagaev land some nice elbows nearby the fence. Both fighters stay in the pocket and bang each other when round 3 starts. They fight completely different in round 3. Vagaev take down Saygid and hold him there for a while, as Saygid perform better in striking. Saygid attack Vagaev by Kimura. Vagaev defend it well. Saygid got a full mount at the end of round 3 and tried to submit Vagaev by gift wrap and arm bar. Final result: Abubakar Vagaev won by unanimous decision.
I make all these videos solo, so your likes, comments and watch time mean everything to me. If you'd like to see more, subscribing is the absolute best way to support the channel and help the algorithm spread the word.
Tyrell Fortune wore blue trunk and blue gloves. Rizvan Kuniev wore black trunk and red gloves. Referee is Jim Perdios. Tale of the tape. Statistics of both fighters are similar. Rizvan Kuniev is from Russia and Tyrell Fortune is from US. Fight odds of various sportsbooks favor Rizvan Kuniev. Rizvan launch a nice knee nearby the fence. He is fast and stealth as a heavyweight. He lead the dance and pressure Fortune. Fortune land a big right hand. Rizvan launch a knee with one forward step. This technique is new in realm of MMA. It looks like a kick before it launches. Rizvan lands a jump back kick. Fortune hurts and he try to swing back. Fortune starts swinging left and right. He barely miss. Rizvan launch a heavy knee into Fortune's midsection. Fortune hurt and bend. He shells up himself and throw nothing. Rizvan land another knee, but on Fortune's head this time. Fortune's right eye is swollen. Fortune swing and try to knock out Rizvan in round 3. Rizvan land another knee and a front kick. Finally, Rizvan land a jumping knee and Fortune falls. Referee stopped the fight immediately. Final result: Rizvan Kuniev won by TKO in round 3, 1-12. Damian Rzepecki wore black trunk and blue gloves. It looks that he got a solid fan base. Magomed Zaynukov wore red trunk and red gloves. Referee is Mark Goddard. Tale of the tape. Damian Rzepecki has significant advantage in age. Magomed Zaynukov is from Russia and Damian Rzepecki is from Poland. Fight odds of various sportsbooks favor Magomed Zaynukov. Match start wrestling nearby the fence. Damian has more lateral movement compared to Magomed. Both fighters wrestle nearby the fence again in middle of round 1. Magomed eye poke and then elbow Damian. Fight stops. In the replay, it clearly shows that Magomed extend all the fingers when eye poking Damian. It is a deep eye poke with strategy in place. Since replay is always available, UFC should consider point reduction if the fighter incorporate eye poking as a strategy in landing shots. One eye poke turns the tide. Magomed used lot of low kick in preventing Damian from closing in. He target on knee joint. Damian get the first takedown in the end of round 1. However, Damian is unable to keep Magomed on the ground. Magomed take Damian down in early round 2. Damian is able to stand up and get back to his feet quickly. Magomed looks tired. Magomed land a vicious elbow when they separate. It hurts Damian badly. Magomed is able to launch more elbows when they clinch each other. Damian's face is busted and get a deep cut. Magomed do slow down a lot in round 3. Damian bleed a lot and still move forward. He is fighting hard. Magomed land an elbow again when they clinch. His game plan is well thought, based on eye poke and elbow from the clinch. Damian land a nice elbow from the clinch in middle of round 3. Magomed land a front kick. Damian ate it well. It is crazy. Magomed is really good in striking at close range, both kick and elbow. He is able to issue decent force in close quarter. Damian, on the contrary, he rely on speed more. Damian got a lot of beating, but he still charged forward. His mouthpiece falls and referee stopped the fight and put his mouthpiece back. How Damian can absorb so much damage? He is young and tough. Final result: Magomed Zaynukov won by unanimous decision. Ramazan Temirov wore black trunk and blue gloves. Steve Erceg wore green trunk and red gloves. Referee is Mike Beltran. Tail of the tape: Steve Erceg has significant advantage in height and reach. Ramazan Temirov is from Uzbekistan and Steve Erceg is from Australia. Fight odds are narrow. Ramazan knocked down Steve by a perfect back kick in early round 1. Steve's body fold like Dr. Stranger upon impact. Steve tried to backmount Ramazan. Ramazan defend well and toss Steve from his back. Steve gets momentum back and pressure Ramazan and give him different look. Ramazan knocked down Steve by a big right hand and follow up with an uppercut. Ramazan pour punches and drop Steve by a left hook. After crazy exchange, Ramazan lands 2 more punches and flatlines Steve. Referee stopped the fight immediately. Final result: Ramazan Temirov won by KO in round 1-4-21. Bogdan Guskov wore white trunk and blue gloves. Bogdan Guskov's look is similar to UFC fighter Anthony Smith, aka Lionheart. Magomed Ankalaev wore red trunk and red gloves. Referee is Mark Goddard. Tail of the tape: Magomed Ankalaev is from Russia and Bogdan Guskov is from Uzbekistan. Fight odds of various sportsbooks heavily favor Magomed Ankalaev. Guskov used lot of front kicks in touching the lead leg of Ankalaev in gently way. It is strange. His engagement to the fight is unclear. Maybe a setup. He fires a high kick in middle of round 1. Again, it is gentle without commitment. Ankalaev start pushing forward by various kind of kicks. Guskov is moving backward. Looks like that Guskov do not want to take risk in round 1. He rarely punch. He mainly use low kick in preventing Ankalaev closing in. He fire a jumping wheel kick at the end of round 1. Ankalaev duck under, grab single leg and try to take him down and follow up with punches before bell ring. Ankalaev is more active in round 2 and take the initiative. At the same time, Guskov does not engage. He keep himself just out of the range. They finally wrestle nearby the fence at the end of round 2. Nothing significant land by both fighters in round 2. Ankalaev fire a spinning elbow when they separate. Guskov body lock Ankalaev and disengage right away. Audience start booing. Pace is ridiculously low. Commentator joked that heart rate of Ankalaev is probably 80. Audience start booing again. Both fighters throw punches to the air and walk around the cage. No urgency is noted. Ankalaev finally clipped Guskov by a left cross. Guskov continue using low kick touching Ankalaev. Then he walk away. It seemed that do not want to stand in front of him. He is fine with the current situation. Ankalaev take down Guskov by single and run the pipe finish once round 4 starts. Almost no resistance is observed, as you can see in the following training video.
Let's start off by taking a look at one of the simplest variations of single leg takedown, where my partner's right leg is forward and my left leg is forward. Keep in mind that the single leg is one of the most common Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu takedowns, and for that reason, you should be familiar with it. First, we'll take a look at the takedown and a quick guard pass, followed by a little bit more details and a breakdown. So again, my partner's right leg is forward and my left leg is forward. I want to take a step outside of his front foot. And I want to step a little further than his foot. So I'm going to go behind his heel, and notice how my head remains in front. From here, I capture the leg, putting his weight on his back leg so that I can pick up his front and pinch it between my knees. Next, we do something called running the pipe. Watch my front foot. It's going to take a short step in and then a circular back step using my head to push my partner down. The head is the key here. Once I bring my partner to the mat, I try to clear whatever guard he might have left, and in this case we use an X pass to knee on belly and then drop to side control.
Ankalaev ground and pound Guskov. Guskov stuck on his back. Ankalaev push him further to the fence and Guskov is unable to get up. Ankalaev take his back and try to submit him. Ground control time is over 3 minutes. He got full mount by the end of round 4. Ankalaev somehow is unable to finish it by submission or ground and pound, though it is a dominant round for Ankalaev. Ankalaev take down Guskov by double leg with not much resistance. Guskov try to anaconda Ankalaev. Ankalaev is able to pull out his head by changing his position methodically. Ankalaev somehow can move his guard or pass Guskov whatever he want. Ankalaev can flow around to other side of Guskov in slow motion. Guskov cooperate him very well, like an exhibition match. Ankalaev start ground and pound Guskov gently in middle of round 5. Referee gave warning to Guskov that he should defend himself. Ankalaev increased the frequency of punch. Referee stopped the fight. Final result: Magomed Ankalaev won by TKO in round 5-41.
I hope you guys like this summary. Please subscribe, share and comment. Please hit the notification bell. Thanks for your watching.